Hello. In this video, I will talk about the question one of the midterm exam. So first, our group is constituted of Yu-Wen, Hsiao, and Luca Cabanac. So first, I will recall what is the objective of the first question. So in order to do the first question, beginning we have two files, so student data and teacher dot. In the student dot, we have the name of student, his ID, his major, and his GPA, like you can see below. And in the teacher dot, we have the name of the teacher, his ID, his department, and his number of class. And so the goal is to extract the data from this file, put them into a new object, and make a linked list of this object. And after all, we merge all the data in the all.txt that is for now empty. And at the end, using the linked list we created, request an ID and display the information of the person. So in order to do that, we'll create an interface cubic abstract class named people. And so people will get a name and an ID and two methods. So the first method is getInfo that will return the information of the person in order to display it at the end, and getID that will return only the ID in order to compare the ID of the person and the ID that the user will give. So we have a student and teacher, two other class that will extend people. So we can see that the students have a major and a GPA variable in addition from the ID and the name. And so student will be created with his name, his ID, his major, and his GPA. And the getInfo will return the name, the ID, the major, and the GPA. Kind of same for the teacher. Instead of having a major and a GPA, it will have a department and a number of course. And it's created the same way. We give it all this information to fill all the variables. And the getInfo will return all of this variable. So now we'll see how we create our search engine. So first we create all the objects. So we create a formatter that will create the all file txt and we plan to write the data inside. We have a scanner that will scan the data from student.dat. We have a scanner for the teacher that will scan the data from teacher.dat. And a scanner that will scan the input of the user on system.in. And finally, we have our linked list that will be named a CCU list that will serve to merge all the people. And so you can see that the type of the linked list is people, because we will put students and teacher in it. Now the second step is to scan and store the people. So we'll have two loops, one for the student and one for the teacher, and they are the same, but one for the student, one for teacher. So the first one will create a new student object that will take a student from the. So first we'll scan all the lines in the student .dat using the scanner, and for each line in the file, we'll create a new object, new student, that will take all the information from the line. So first the name, then the ID, the major, and the GPA. And we will just add this new student object in the CCU list. And so at the end of this loop, we will have all the students from the file into the CCU list. After we do the same for the teacher, but of course here we use the teacher.dat with his scanner, and we'll create a new teacher object, not a student. And at the time, we will just add all the new teacher objects in the CCU list. So now that we have we have scanned and stored all the people in the CCU list, we will just dump all the people in the all.txt. So if for this we will use an iterator of people that is the iterator of the CCU list. So what we will do is like for every member of the CCU list, we will so you will use the formatter of the all.txt, and we will add to the list the information. So here we can see that the it will represent the member. So we'll take each member of the CCU list, and we will use the method getInfo. So for students, so basically it's the method from people, but for students and teacher, it will do another different thing. For students, it will return the name, the ID, the major, and the GPA, and for teacher, the name, the ID, the department, and another class, of course. So here we can see that doesn't matter if we have a student or a teacher, they will both return something and write it to the file. And after of course, we close the file. So at the end of this step, our file all.txt will be full of our information. And at the end, the final step is to search by ID. So we make an infinite loop. And so first things, we want to get the ID from the user. So we just print enter an ID to indicate the user what he needs to do. Then we use the input. So it's our scanner on the system in, and we get what the user types. After we reset the iterator of the CCU list to start from the beginning. And for every member of the CCU list, we will search which one is equal to our ID. So here we create element people in order to stock which element we are watching. Because if we call it next in every step instead of element, like for example here and here, we'll just continue to iterate through the object and we will get the good result. So first we store our index, the element in a new object element. After we compare the element with the ID we get, so the ID we get from the user, and if it's a good one, we just display the information. So by using the element getInformation. Okay, so and that's basically all. We'll launch the program and see what is the result. So we are on the console, and you can see that the all.txt was created with all the information. So you can see that we have the student here and the teacher, the two teachers, regroup in the file. And so, for example, we'll take this member, so 1102, and we'll search for him. So 1102. Okay. And so you can see that we get his information. So Eric, his ID, is a major, and it's a GPA. So now we'll try with a teacher. So we can see that we have Mike. It's 9324. So 9324. And we get the information of Mike. So thank you for your attention, and see you in the next video.